I believe we are live now, right? Hi guys, welcome back to yet another week of Discovery Chinese YouTube Live. So we shall wait for the rest for the next maybe 2 minutes and then we shall begin.
Phoebe, so probably we can, as we wait for everyone and as we wait for Augustus Lao Shi, could you share a little of your experience in studying Chinese so far? Phoebe, can you hear me? You're muted.
Yes.
Could you share a little of your experience studying Chinese so far? How has your experience been?
Yes. Do I speak in English?
Yeah, you can speak in English. In English, it's okay.
Oh, okay. My experience has been nice. It has been interesting. Chinese, I find Chinese very interesting because I'm passionate about it. There's a lot of commitment, a lot of practice, and a lot of positive attitude. Yeah, because
Okay, so guys, Phoebe was just talking to us and she just went off. It happens with these online things. But I think one of the things that Phoebe was sharing with us just right now is that she has been learning Chinese for, she's actually in her second level, moving on to level 3. That's about a period of 6 months of learning. But I think one of the things she has shared is that Chinese requires a lot of patience, a lot of consistency as well. You can't just say that I'm going to understand Chinese in the next 1 month and I'm there all over speaking Chinese language. So a lot of consistency, being patient, yeah, and moving on step by step. And one thing probably that she would have shared, but I can add this, is that it also requires you to keep uploading yourself, because Chinese can sometimes discourage you. As you keep studying, you may feel discouraged and you're like, when am I ever going to get these things? So you need to encourage yourself every step of the way. You need to, when you're able to read like a paragraph of Chinese characters, like, yeah, I've done it, I'm happy. When you're able to speak some little Chinese, keep uploading yourself so that you'll release some positive energy that will help you to understand even more and more and more. Yeah, so those are just some few tips in learning Chinese. But I think I would also want to say that most of the students, when they're learning Chinese, they sometimes will be feeling they may miss out on some things. And some of the things that we have to endeavor in doing is that we have to keep doing a lot of listening. Whether you're going to listen from YouTube clips or whatever, but you need to do, or you love Chinese movies, whether love movies or any kind of movie, do a lot of listening, because that is really helpful. When you're doing a lot of listening, it will boost your speaking. And if you don't have any Chinese friends whom you can speak to, then you can make the friends whom you're learning Chinese together with to be the people that you can practice Chinese with. Another thing that I found helpful is when I'm reading, I put on my recorder and then I record myself reading, and then I get to listen to that recording to see if at all I'm improving in my tones, or, am I improving in my reading and the fluency. So you need to do a lot of listening, you need to do a lot of speaking, but where in some circumstances when you do not know who to speak to, then you can speak to your friends whom you're learning Chinese with. If you're learning alone, then you can make the recorder your friend. Whenever you're practicing Chinese, you're recording yourself and then get to listen to yourself. But also, I would like to say, if you're learning Chinese, ensure that you've got 10 minutes daily with the language. And this is 10 minutes extra from the 1 hour or 2 hours that you're learning Chinese from the school that you're learning from. You need to have 10 minutes daily. And I know that some of us have got even more than 10 minutes. If you have a lot of minutes with you and you're not so busy, then you can make it 30 minutes. But I don't want you to be stressed. So you can just roughly make it 10 to 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes of something, 10 to 15 minutes of listening, of speaking, of doing a record, Chinese characters. These are wonderful tips to help you in becoming better and better. Okay, Phoebe, you're back. You're back. I think your internet had pushed you away. Also, Augustus Lauscher, we were just chatting with our viewers, telling them some of the tips to help in language study. Please take over.
Okay, thank you. So, Huan Ying, Dajia, Feitang, how I can see guys are really joining, I'm really happy to see you guys. 我叫 Augustus Lauscher. So you can remind us your names. You can type on the chats your names if you can remember how to say your name. But for now, you can see we have a new face. Maybe she can introduce herself a little. Just say your name. 和你的汉语水平是几级的？Phoebe。Phoebe， 听到我吗？Phoebe， 听到我吗？我觉得他的网络不太好。So Phoebe, can you hear me now? 听不到你。好的，没事。Okay, I think maybe we can just get right into the lesson, okay? So maybe you can look at maybe your internet, I don't know. Make sure that it's okay, okay? How? So, how? Can you see the screen? Are you able to see it? Okay. Okay. Miss Faith, 听到我吗？ Miss Faith 你在吗？
我在，
听到我吗？
对，我听到你，但是我在改一个翻译的文件，所以有一个老师他翻译，所以给我几分钟，然后我来，你可以继续。
好的，好的。So, guys, so it seems today I'm going to be your teacher, so I'll be looking at the charts to make sure that you guys are following me. So please interact with me today. Let me see if you're able to understand me. Then you can interact with me even as we wait for the other students and the other people to join. So remember how to say your name. 我叫 Augustus 老师。我叫 Augustus 老师. My name is Teacher Augustus. Remember, 老师 means teacher. So continuing with the same theme that we have been doing for the past 2 weeks, the newly added HSK 1 and 2. So for more explanations on this, if you haven't watched the previous videos, maybe you can watch last week's video, last Friday, and the previous Friday. So, okay, we can continue. So today we'll be discussing 足球比赛。足球比赛。足球什么意思？ So 足球的意思是 football。足球的意思是 football。So 比赛的意思是 competition。So 足球比赛。So 足球比赛。Now that we know 足球 means football and 比赛 means competition. So 足球比赛 means a football competition or a football match. So today I want us to learn a few vocabularies. Now that football imeanza kuchacha saizi, I want us to learn a few vocabularies. Obviously, we will not be able to cover all the vocabularies in the world kuhusu football, but at least let us try and learn a few of them. So maybe you can type for me in the chat, do you like playing football? If you don't like playing football, do you like watching football matches? Are you those people? And if you are, then which team do you like? Okay, so remember how to say you like something from the first video, but we shall continue with that. Phoebe ni Laila. Phoebe 听到我吗？ Phoebe 现在听到我吗？我听不到你。I don't know why I can't hear you. Okay. Anyway, no problem. So for now, maybe you can just follow the class. Kaima. So for now, you can be nodding or doing like this if you don't understand, because I can see that you're frozen. Okay. So guys, okay. So right now you can see the first word that we're going to learn today is Sanjia. So at home, wherever you are, maybe you can say this word with me. Sanjia. Sanjia的意思是 to participate. Sanjia, to participate in something. I hope you guys carried your pens and your paper and your pen, your Chinese books. So let us continue. So Sanjia means to participate. And remember what we said, zúqiú means football. Football. So, Phoebe, I know we won't be able to hear you today, but I wish you would have been able to tell us what this 世界杯好的 ，so 世界 Phoebe 世界的意思是the world, okay? The world 世界 means the world. And then I know you know this 杯子 什么意思 Maybe you can show us an action of what 杯子 is. Just show us an action even if we can't hear you. Okay, we can't hear you, Phoebe. So 杯子 means a cup. 我看了 Hetal 来了 好的 So 杯子 means a cup. kikombe. So 世界杯 World Cup. You know that this is the most famous football competition in the world, and it happens every 4 years. Is it 4 years? Hetal ni laila. 好的 Okay, so 对阵什么意思？对阵的意思是 versus. You know, Manchester City versus Chelsea, Liverpool versus Bayern, Arsenal versus Manchester United. So versus is 对阵 Hetal 老师你好。
你好。
你来了。
对。
欢迎大家，欢迎 everybody。非常好。So, Hetal 老师 I don't know, are you able to were you able to follow the few things that I said before? The 世界杯 and the 对阵。好的，所以请读一下第一个句子。
肯尼亚会参加下个足球世界杯吗？
非常好。肯尼亚会参加下个足球世界杯吗？ So 什么意思 Just give us a brief explanation of what that sentence means.
Kenya. Will Kenya be able to participate in the next World Cup?
非常好。Will Kenya be able to participate in the next World Cup? 非常好。So, I want you guys to write me in the chats. What do you think the answer is? The answer is here. Phoebe, what do you think? Would Kenya be able to participate in the next World Cup? Kaima? 不会，为什么？
因为I don't know， 我不知道。
不知道。Hetal 呢？你觉得肯尼亚会参加下个足球世界杯吗？他不在。好的 So Phoebe, now we can so will Kenya be able to participate? So guys, remember 参加 is to participate and 会 is can. Can Kenya participate in the next World Cup? So maybe you can write for us in the chats what you think. Do you think Kenya will be able to participate? Hada, Phoebe, do we share the argajuts?
晚上有 Liverpool 对阵 Chelsea 的比赛。
非常好，什么意思 Just give the audience a brief explanation of what that means.
In the evening, we have Liverpool versus Chelsea. Bǐsài, 什么意思？
bǐsài. Remember we said bǐsài is competition or match. Match. So now 你再说一遍什么意思？
In the evening,
嗯
match between Chelsea versus Liverpool.
非常好 is in the evening there's a match between Chelsea versus Liverpool 非常好非常好 so maybe 现在你会告诉我Phoebe 你喜欢那个足球队
Arsenal.
Arsenal. How da. So now, guys, now you can see here, 队 means team. 队 how do you say a team? 队 Heta 老师 just help us read these other new words that we're going to encounter today.
不如
不如什么意思？
not as good as
非常好
热情
热情
enthusiastic
enthusiastic 非常好
he to kick
T to kick 非常好 to kick and then
队 team
队 means team
队长
队
captain
长 is the captain is the team captain right is the team captain 非常好 so 长 you know 长 ndio mkubwa so the team captain 非常好 so maybe now we can read the next one 非常好 so Hetal Miss Hetal 读一下第一个句子
我觉得 Arsenal 队的能力不如 Man City 队的好
非常好 so 什么意思
I feel that Arsenal's potential is not as good as Man City's.
非常好 so guys write for us in the chats do you agree so能力 is their ability their potential 能力 is their ability their power their potential so we are saying that I think that Arsenal 队 remember we said 队 means team Arsenal 队的能力不如 not as good as Manchester City's remember that is the apostrophe S to show possession so I think that Arsenal's ability is not as good as Manchester City. Tongima, what do you guys think? Phoebe, what do you think? Tongima?
Tongi.
Tongi, and you're an Arsenal fan. Today people are going to stone you. Your fellow people are going to stone you, and they are seeing you what you are saying out here. So Phoebe, do we share the arga jutsu?
Dwe jang tida buru Ronaldo Raching.
热情非常好 so what do you think this means?
Dwe Jang is team captain.
Yes,
Captain.
the team captain, yes.
So captain.
Tida, remember this da?
Yeah.
Tida, and T shamaisa.
T is to kick.
To kick, 非常好 so and it can also mean to play football 踢足球 right because you're kicking it you're playing so try to decipher the meaning.
Yeah, the captain's playing not as good as Ronaldo's.
is not as enthusiastic. It's not as remember Racheng is enthusiastic. It's not as enthusiastic as Ronaldo's. So like here that means this Ronaldo is even outshining the The team captain. Wema. Nijue Cristiano Ronaldo that Cristiano Ronaldo cheated Zamayang. What do you think about his cheater?
非常好。
非常好。好的，他老师读一下最后的句子。The last one.
老师的收入不如球员的多。
So who is 球员? Do you know 球员?
Football players.
Yes, it's the football players. It's the football players. So 老师的收入不如球员的多。什么意思？
A teacher's 收入 income is not as much as a football players.
Yes. 你同意吗？
同意。
同意。你看这个图片。Look at Cristiano Ronaldo the 收入。Look at his 收入 here. It seems I should have changed my profession. I should have also decided to become a 球员 so that I can also be paid 70 million. 70 million. Anyway. Phoebe, ni同意吗？Naniwe Shama, why are you not going to try and become a footballer? Or what kind of showroom are you looking for?
Hey, I'll cross the bridge there.
How da, so Phoebe, I want you to read for us the new words that you're going to encounter. Right?
Yeah. 公平。
公平，非常好。公平什么意思？
Fair or impartial.
Fair or impartial， 非常好。
故意。
故意，非常好。故意。
Deliberately.
Deliberately， 非常好。
裁判员。
裁判员，裁判员是谁？
裁判员referee.
Referee 是这个，对吗？是他。裁判员非常好。
进球。
进球，非常好。
To score a goal.
非常好。You know the word 进 is to enter, right? And then 球什么意思？
Ball, football.
The ball, yes, the ball. Well, 球 is a ball, so it could be any ball. It can be a basketball, a golf ball, whatever. So 进球 is to score a goal. Imeingia, ball imeingia. 对，赢什么意思？
To win.
To win. 非常好，非常好 to win. So now let's look at a few examples in sentences how to use these words. Hetal 你会读一下这个句子吗？
可以。今天的裁判员不太公平。
非常好，什么意思？
Today's referee is not very fair.
He's not very fair. He's not impartial, right? When man, have you ever gone to those PlayStation places where boys like to go and play video games? Have you ever been to such a place, Phoebe? You've never? Hetalna, have you?
No.
Trupena Taitai ni Laila.
喂。
你好。非常好，非常好。So this is usually like a choir to all of them. Huyu ref hata ni wenu. Hata ni wenu. Kwa nini haezi ona hata sisi tukirafiwa, lakini nyinyi kila time mkiguswa kidogo ameshaanza kutupatia ka red card. Have you ever umeisikia like my boys waki watch ball venye wao who shout? They are always like, they are always young. Always, always, always young. Phoebe, du isya di arga jutsu. Du isya.
In wait, kui fanguela, soy san panyuan, gala,
Hong Pai, Fei Chang Hao. So let me give you a small jiang about this sentence. I know you came across a few new words, right? Yes. So so this Hong Pai. So first of all, 红色是什么颜色 Phoebe?
red.
Red. So what do you think this Hong Pai 什么意思?
A red card.
A red card, 非常好. So Hong Pai is a red card. And then we said 裁判员是谁? 裁判员
A referee.
非常好 is a referee. And then we said 故意
Deliberately.
Yes, it's deliberately. So this word, 犯规, okay? 犯规, that you say is to break the rules, okay? To break the rules. So in sports, it means kuraf, to foul. Kuraf mtu. Like, umeni foul. Foul. So it's 犯规. So now try to decipher this this sentence, okay? And try and tell us what it means.
Because he deliberately broke the rules, so the referee gave him a red card.
非常好. So the referee gave him a red card. So maybe you can tell our audience what this yin wei and 所以什么意思?
In way, sure, because
非常好 and 所以
is so.
So 非常好. So because he deliberately fouled somebody or broke some type of rule, so the referee gave him 给 is to give 给了他红牌 a red card. Trufena. 读一下最后的句子，读一下这个。
Trifena, you're muted.
Sorry. 紧就了，我们紧就了，我们赢了。
我们赢了，非常好。So 进球了。That's even how you should have said it. 进球了。我们赢了，进球了。So remember we said 进球 is to score, right? Can you see this blue guy? The guy who's wearing blue? Look at his face. Look at his face. So Jinchiola is to score a goal. Jinchiola to score a goal. So bao. So the way I see to the shouting bao in Chinese is Jinchiola. Yes, 非常好. So Phoebe, can you do that? Like celebrate. Let me hear you. 非常好，进球了。So Phoebe, tell us, in case there's somebody who has not understood what you've just done. 告诉我们这个句子什么意思?
Jinchiola is to score.
Yes.
And then Ying is to win.
To win, 非常好. So
and woman is, yeah, so it's a celebration we have won.
We've won. 非常好 like bao tumeshinda dwe ma. Yes,
Yes,
非常
and
好
maybe to add, guys should remember that the word jin is coming from the word, like when somebody is entering somewhere, we say qing jin, please enter. Qing for please, jin to enter. So qing jin is to enter. So jin is to enter, and chio is the ball. So ball imeingia, ball has entered. So where has it entered? It has entered the goalpost. So jin chio la, then woman ying la, ying to score, to win. We've won.
Yes.
非常
好，非常好，谢谢老师。好的 ，So 我们继续吧。Trufena Tai Tai， 读一下just the three. Try to pronounce the three new words that we're going to encounter next.
结果
结果 and 结果什么意思 ？result 非常好。接受非常好。接受 to accept 非常好。It's to accept 非常好。shoe 非常好。shoe is to lose 非常好。shoe is to lose. So remember we said ying is to win, and then shoe is to lose. Now, like we said, again, I'll ask, have you guys either been to like a place where people are watching sports, or in one of those PlayStation places where people were now you're here? Miss Faith, have you been to any of those places?
Actually, I used to play football. And I used to teach football to girls. Now that's one side you didn't know about me.
Yes. Hey.
Yes.
No wonder 你好像真的年轻人。
So yeah, I really understand. Though I think nowadays, because of growing old, I'm not following so much like the Premier League that is continuing, but yeah, football is in my heart, and I didn't like to shoe at all. I always wanted to ying. Every time I want to well, Busi fan shoe, I don't like losing. Shoe, I don't like.
I can tell my audience here. Miss Faith do like this. I know Miss Faith personally, and that is an understatement. That is an understatement.
What is an understatement?
Gender, Bushi Huan Shu. She is very competitive. Very competitive. In fact, whether me and Andres young.
Ati Wahashe?
Andren. Yes, it's true. So guys, Nandren means like guys, males. She is as compared. I don't want to say that females are not competitive, but I meant as in competition in football, the way the men usually are very intense. Miss Faith Shijang. Tashijang. You're muted. We're menting put down me.
Oh yeah, I'm saying my son is also in this YouTube live. He's celebrating the yin, the The winning.
So Phoebe,
Yes.
你会告诉我你喜欢踢足球吗？
我不喜欢。
真的吗？你喜欢看足球比赛吗？
对，我喜欢看足球。
So now explain to the audience what you just said.
I said I don't like playing football, but I like watching football games.
You like what, but you're not a player.
Yeah.
That is not for you. So 现在 you can tell us a bit what you think about the whole Messi situation.
Which Messi situation?
你喜欢 Messi 还是我要问你喜欢 Messi 还是 Cristiano Ronaldo?
Oh, Messi the player. I thought Messi of messing around.
No. What are we talking about?
We are talking about football. Woman zúqiú. Tan is to talk about zúqiú football. Woman zúqiú. We can't be talking about messing around people.
Do you see what teachers go through out here? Do you see what teachers go through? Anyway. Phoebe 告诉我们你喜欢 Cristiano 还是 Messi?
我喜欢 Cristiano.
Gentlemen, and how comes I've not heard you saying you like somebody from this Arsenal team that you said you are for Arsenal? You said you support Arsenal, but I've not heard one person that you have. Okay, then let me ask you an open question. Is she Juan Shay?
That name.
This one was playing us all along. Dwema. This one was playing us all along. All along.
Abu Mayang.
好，非常好. So, what do you think of Arsenal? You know, Arsenal, you guys have been trolled for the past how many years? or you have just learned how to show. You have learned how to accept defeat.
Yeah.
Day in, day out. Okay. Then Phoebe, you're the one who's going to read for us this the Iga Jutsu. The Iga Jutsu. Duisha.
赢或者输，你应该接受比赛结果。
非常好. So remember now, try to decide, Phoebe, try to decipher the meaning of this sentence. Try to decipher it and告诉我们什么意思。
赢是 to win.
Yes.
或者是 to accept.
或者不是 to accept. 接受是 to accept. 或者 yes, it's or 非常好。或者 is or 非常好。
Okay. 输 is to lose.
非常好。
你 is you. 应该 is ought to. Ought to. 接受 is to accept.
Is to accept. 非常好。
Now it means whether if you win or you lose, you ought to accept the matches. Jaguar is result. Result.
非常好. So whether you win or lose, you should accept the results. You should accept the results of the match. Now, wewe Kenya da zúqiú对是这样吗？
Hey, can you add? Repeat the last word.
Tamenshi jiang, like this. Tamenshi jiang ma. Are they also like this? Do you think so?
No.
So first of all, you can tell us a few of the Kenyan dui. Maybe the most famous one.
We have the leopard, FC leopard. We have Gor Mahia.
Gor Mahia.
Together with their fans.
Yeah. Have you ever seen them losing the way they usually do in the town? They should accept the results. But
但是 Gor Mahia 不接受，他们不接受比赛结果。
I think it even becomes a dangerous place to be when they are losing. When they are losing.
他们不接受比赛结果 they never accept the results most of the time.
They never ever accept. 我觉得Faith老师是这样。Faith老师，你会接受比赛结果吗？
对，在生活中 in life 我们应该接受结果。We need to accept results. 所以我也是，我常接受结果。I also accept results. Yes.
非常好，非常好。非常好。好的，谁I think I've forgotten. Is Hetalin 他在吗？他不在，对吗？好的。So Phoebe。你会读一下最后的句子吗？
我没看昨天的比赛结果怎么样？
非常好。Try to decipher the meaning.
我 is I. 没看 is always watch. I always.
我没看，没。
I did not watch yesterday's match.
Yes, 非常好。
How was the result?
How was the results? 非常好。How was the results? 非常好。比赛结果怎么样？比赛结果怎么样？ How was the results of the match? So who won? Who lost? Right? Who won? Who lost? 非常好，非常好，非常好。So I think we can end there for today. Yes, that's everyone for participating. I haven't been looking at the charts to see who was there, but maybe watch Aisha. I don't know because I'm using my phone. I don't know if I'll be able to see the people in the chat, but thank you everybody who has come to participate. Write in the chats which team that you like, which who is your favorite?
I see Wilson asking, Fei, 你的足球踢得怎么样? So Wilson, guys, is asking me how I play football. How is my football? So Wilson, 我踢得非常好。我踢得非常好。
We'll need proof of this. We shall need proof of this. Actually, there's no any other way. We just need to see you in action. Although, Phoebe Nishola Shama?
Going to prove.
Exactly. Which other proof do you need than what I've said?
No. Oh, no. In Kenya, we don't do that. We accept things that we have seen. We accept things that we see.
How down.
So guys, thank you so much for coming for today's class.
I think Augustus Laoshu, we can go through some of the major words that we've looked at today, like right from your beginning, like the major words, just in case somebody has forgotten. I think and it's good to let people know that, yeah, we are looking at the level 1 and level 2 vocabulary, especially the vocabulary that has been added, plus the ones that we knew or we are reminding ourselves. And then we are trying to incorporate other, a fun topic or a topic that is trending so that you understand more how to use those vocabularies. So we are not just coming up with a topic and then, just playing around with it. And I think from attending a match, one of the most important words is tsanjia, and I hope everyone is pronouncing wherever they are. Tsanjia is to participate. And we have zúqiú, 世界杯, 世界 is world, and then 杯 is coming from the word 杯子, cup. So 世界杯 is World Cup, and zúqiú is football. So for those who like playing football, to play football is 踢足球. Guys, remember, 踢 is to kick. So 踢足球 is to play football, to kick football. And then let's say you are attending, like we have countries, of course, that are attending the 足球世界杯, the World Cup. So they will say 他们参加, they are attending 他们参加足球世界杯, they are attending the 足球世界杯, the World Cup, whatever, football. Please go to the next. And then, yes, and then we've been taught also today how to say a team. Dwe is a team, like Liverpool, Dwe, Manchester, Dwe, Man City, Dwe, like that. So Dwe, let's not forget our Kenyan Harambee Stars, Dwe. Yes, FC Leopard, Dwe. Gor Mahia, Dwe. So Dwe, and you can see this Dwe, the character is different from the other Dwe of when we want to say, you can go back to the first slide, when we want to say this team is competing with this team. Yeah, this team, we use the word Dwe Jen, but in simple speaking, we can just use Dwe alone, where we can say Liverpool, Dwe Chelsea, the bǐsài. So Liverpool against Chelsea, competition or match. So it's a competition, it's a match between Liverpool and Chelsea. So we'll say Liverpool, Dwe Chelsea. This Dwe is the versus. But then we have this other Dwe we've just looked at, which if you guys look at the character, you'll realize it's different. This Dwe is the Dwe for team, Liverpool Dwe, Manchester Dwe. And then we've also said Dwe Jang is a captain. And we've also been taught Buru when we want to say not as good as. For example, maybe we can say, FC Leopard, Buru, Gor Mahia. So like FC, and nobody should kill me here. I'm just giving a sentence example. FC Leopard is not as good as Gor Mahia. It's just a sentence example. So Buru, not as good. Or maybe let's give an example like Faith, Buru, Augustus. How? So Faith is not as good as Augustus. So the word that we want to describe comes at the end, like Faith, Buru, Augustus, how. So how is the word meaning good. So Faith, not as good, Augustus, not as Augustus good. So Faith is not as good as Augustus. So if we are comparing teams, then we would say FC Leopard, Buru, Gor Mahia, how. FC Leopard, not as Gor Mahia, good. So the descriptive word here is how, coming at the end. If we are describing girls and we think girl A is not as beautiful as girl B, then how would we say? We'd say, ta buru ta piao liang. So ha, not as, ha, beautiful. So ta buru ta piao liang. So the descriptive word is coming at the end. And we also have, please go to the next one. So we are just reviewing, okay, yeah, continue. That was a sentence. We're just reviewing, yeah. So this is very important also. We've looked at the word ying compared to shu. Ying is to win, and we said, wo ying la, I've won. And when I've lost, wo shu la. Like when you lose, of course, you drop your head. And then we've also said jin chio. Jin chio is very important. Jin is to enter, chio is ball. So jin chio is we've scored. Woman jin chio la. We've scored. And of course, we have got Cai Pan Yuan. Many people hate the Cai Pan Yuan because maybe the Cai Pan Yuan will give Hung Pai. Guys, do you remember Hung Pai? Hung Pai, this is a red card. So many people will think Cai Pan Yuan is tabu gung ping is not fair. Gung ping, to be fair. When you think somebody's not fair, you'll say bu gung ping, and that's very important. Xiaiga slide now. And also maybe just to emphasize one more, one more word that's xiaiga na. Oh, yeah. So we've also talked about 结果. 结果非常重要. This word is very important because every time we want 很好的结果或者不好的结果. 很好的结果, very good results. 不好结果, bad results. But we are saying in every match or in life, it's good to accept the 结果 so that you don't get stressed. So 接受 is to accept. 接受结果, accept results. And the results would either be 你赢了, you've won, or 你输了, you've lost. So you do what? So 你接受结果. 接受结果. So even during this Premier League, if your team 输, if it loses, 接受结果, accept results. If your team赢, if your team wins, 接受结果, accept results. So 接受结果. 下一个呢？
你觉得为什么很多人不喜欢接受结果？
因为每个人不喜欢输 because people just it's innate. In human beings, we don't like losing. So when we lose, we don't want to accept.
It's because a lot of people are always betting, so they know how much money they've put in that game. So when they lose.
Yes,
they just know. So guys, remember, qian is money. They know how much money they've put in it. And the fantasy football games that they usually like to play. So, they usually they say, oh, this one is going to score this number of points. This one is going to score this number, and then things just go south.
Yes. So the team shu, when the team loses, then you don't know where you will get the qian because ni mei you qian. The qian is over, the money is over. But some people have the qian, 有的人有钱, others 有很多钱这样. Yes, but as we are teachers, remember, we say the showroom.
我们的收入不如学员多。
对, our showroom, guys. Showroom, we began by giving you that word. Showroom means income. So teachers' income, 老师的收入不多. The teacher's income is not a lot compared to Qiu to the players, to the football players or to the athletes. So yeah, we had this sentence, the last sentence, 老师的收入, the teacher's income, 不如 not as 球员的多. Duo is many. See, this is the descriptive word describing the income. Is it a lot or not? So the teacher's income, not as the players, a lot. So it's not a lot as for the players. You see, this one, Cristiano Ronaldo here, salary, hey, 70 million. So now should I show Ru, Buru, you see, Buru, not us. So guys, note that's a very important grammar, Buru, and we are saying the word that will describe what you're trying to show, not as something, not as good, not as purely, beautiful, not as a lot. So those words, beautiful, good, a lot, they're descriptive words and they will come at the end. So 老师的收入不如球员的多，球员的多。Yes, and yeah, I think your beard slide now.
Mayo.
So those are the words which we would hope at the end of this YouTube live you don't forget those words. They are very important because you can still use them in life, and also even when thinking about football and being the season of football. Yes. Over to you, Augustus.
谢谢老师. So I think, guys, thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for coming out. I hope you guys are learning a lot. Remember that all the information to our center, every information that you need will be down below in the description box and in any of our videos before. So if you haven't watched the last week's video, the other video, the previous week's video, then you can watch that. Try to learn a lot. Make sure you come with your pen and your paper. Attend the class. And for anyone who is interested in learning,
I guess that somebody is telling me here that they are better than me. And then Debbie Wilson is saying Faith is not as good as Wilson. I think it's football. And Debbie says she hates football. Oh, Wabusi, yeah. But Valerie says she's glad to learn those new words. We are happy. We are happy.
Everyone who has come out, I hope you guys are learning a lot. And if you have any topics that maybe you would like to know the vocabularies of, always you can put them down in the comments below and we shall create content towards the same. And I'm very happy to be your teacher today. We'll meet again next week on Friday, same time, same place. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel, follow us on the social media platforms. I believe you'll find all the information in the description box below. I think for now, I hope you guys remember how to say goodbye. Do you guys remember how to say goodbye? We say 再见. 再见. So 大家再见. 再见大家. 再见. 谢谢大家. 再见.